Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video. We are here with Woods. So
Sound
Woods
muted.
has to come to station because there's some questioning that he has to go through with the detective. He doesn't have his badge, nor does he have his keys, nor his gun. So he has to notify. Which door is he coming from? I don't have my keys.
Hey there. Uh,
Eh,
sorry about the wait.
no
Come in.
worries. I don't have my keys at all. I had to turn them in along with my badge and my gun, so.
Alright, that's fine. How you holding up?
Holding up as much as I can.
Alright. I want to thank you very much for coming by. Just we kinda making some progress, but I got some questions I would like some answers to. Please have a seat. So, I got in connection with the Vice City about the case you've been involved to, and I read through it. Must say they know how to do their paperwork. However, there's some stuff I want to go over if you don't mind.
Alrighty.
So, when you got approached by the detectives, have you type of have you ever before got like approached by them or helped them out?
What do you mean by that question?
I'm just trying to find out if it was like a kind of normal for just picking up a random officers. I mean, I understand in your case it was a much more, but like if it's kind of just what I was more aiming for it if like the whole your relationship with the investigators and in general if that there's been some issues or anything out of ordinary.
They approached me saying, "Hey, we asked if I was good on a motorcycle." I said, "Yeah," and I asked the question why. They stated something about them trying to find something undercover, and I said, I I was curious if it was to deal with the. I want to say if I remember correctly, it was the Falcons, and because they're uh I had a call later earlier in the day about something going down, and when I got there, it was somewhat of my neighborhood, and when I got the same detectives came to the scene as well, thinking that it had something to do with their case, and I didn't think anything of it at the time. Then they asked me to meet them back at station, and so that's what I did, and they were talking about to me about possible undercover assignment if I was interested.
Okay. Well, undercover, did you like mostly when did everything like went with the existing one? Because if I understand correctly, you guys had like meetup points throughout the operation, right?
Yes.
And you didn't see anything like out of ordinary or maybe like something weird with the extra agency because I know in some cases it can like be a little bit like something. thing going on. I don't know. But from what I understand, they just got real desperate. So yeah, that was just my question. Like, how exactly you got into it, more specifically, and how, and also if there was nothing weird going on in the investigation with the investigators at that time.
I know they were trying to get the president be due to the fact that there was multiple crimes they had him on, and then also the fact that no one knew where he was, and they had like two other candidates other besides me. So, but they went with me due to the fact that with everything that with my background with in that neighborhood and me being extremely good on bike, which still have my motorcycle, just gotta get. I'm thinking about selling my freaking Charger, so.
Okay. Once you were in a gang, um, what type of thing like were you doing in there? Like, you only like witnessed the crime, like you just ride along with the gang with the bikers, or you had some kind of specific job in there?
My job was to, when I was in there, it was, they had me, they wanted me to, fuck, to do something, but I said I can't, I can't do that. They asked me why, I said because it's not something I'm willing to do. So then, for the rest of the time, they just, when they were doing their stuff, they had me watch the people when they were doing something. I don't know exactly what all they were doing, but my cover was almost blown at one point.
Go ahead.
When we were in public, somewhat in the same neighborhood where that same case was, same call was, someone went to say my name, but before they could, I did like trying to say no, signal no, and they realized it, and the lady that went to say my name realized it. The gang looked at me, said, asked me, "How does she? Do you recognize that person?" I'm like, "No, never seen this person in my life." Trying to keep my cover, which my cover was successfully kept.
Okay.
When later that night, when I got to the person I was supposed to talk to, they I let them know. They asked me if I was still wanting to go. I said, yeah. If I can help put this guy in jail, then yes, I want to continue.
Okay. Guess here's the thing I'm trying to like find out is that you were just outlook for like when they were doing their stuff, like if something is not right outside, and you would like warn them. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
I
Do you
would
any?
try to
Sorry, go
poke
ahead.
my in between when while I was watching, get my warn them everything. I would poke my head through the windows, make sure they wouldn't see me at least, and saw at least what they were doing, most somewhat, and then went back to watching, making sure they didn't see me too. So
Okay. Uh, does say, do you know anything about stocks?
not much.
Okay. Yeah, just wanted to know.
They the detectives were like trying to help when we met up, so that way I wasn't my car didn't get blown either. So
What were they trying to help? Like,
was the question?
What do you mean they tried to like help you, the detectives, with?
So some of the detectives tried to Google some things to see if there's any way there's any information on Google to help me, so that way I can, because what this gang also wanted was to see how much they would need to sell before everything and see how much they had in stock of everything. So I had to make sure everything was correct when put in the stock log correctly.
Okay, so you, next to the also being outlooker for any trouble, you also did something with like trying to figure out how to get their legal finances like legitimate with the stocks and everything.
That's what I was supposed to do, but I wasn't really doing it for what they wanted. I was just trying to count everything for the detectives. But I would always when they asked if I had everything correct, I said I don't know. Just trying to buy me time, but so that way what my stuff was done wasn't on the stock market or anything like that. Because I know if we're undercover and try and do stuff like that, we're not supposed to.
Okay. See, I'm asking here, I'll tell you the truth. The reason I'm asking you is because I kind of didn't tell you one thing what I found inside of that home. I found a letter, and in there, the unknown individual is saying like something along the lines, and now I'm quoting, I see you're still interested in stocks.
Huh?
I'm just trying to figure out if you like, maybe it's they're trying to get you into something or someone, but you don't have any stocks active, right? At this moment.
No, not that I know of.
Okay.
Unless they're trying to get a hold of me when I was under my undercover name, but then ended up finding my real name out.
Okay. While you were undercover, was there somebody like you rode with most? Like someone you got close to
In the gang or
in the gang? Like you rode with someone particularly?
I didn't get close with anyone, as far as I know. I would talk to some of them just to make it look like I was trying to be a part of it, actually, so that
Mm-hmm.
way everything, my cover didn't get blown or anything like that. But I don't think I got close to anyone.
So it was always like random, like you just went with some group that went to do some job and you went with them. It wasn't like with someone specific.
Yes.
Okay.
And then sometimes randomly they would pull me inside to count some money too, which I didn't understand why or anything, but
Okay. Oh, right. Another question I got is from report I understand that the whole operation ended with like you didn't report to the meeting spot and suddenly the detectives started worse so they just went with a raid inside of their inside and got you out of there, correct?
yes. And just the reason why I wasn't able to meet at the meeting locations is due to the fact of them not, for some reason, they needed everybody for something. I don't know exactly, can't remember exactly, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's in the report or not. but they needed everybody or something. I can't fully remember that part.
Yeah, that's written. That's what you told the detectives too. Um, just was hoping you would maybe shed some light into it. But do you remember who was like on that place? Like when the whole rescue happened, when the whole bang with the SWAT happened?
I know the president was there for sure, but next when I went to, I got next thing I know during the SWAT raid, they got me with a flashbang as well as a taser. So can't full. I was trying to look around while trying to see if I can see anything or anyone else that was trying to take off.
Okay.
What the fuck?
What's wrong?
Uh, what am I hearing?
Hang on, I'll check.
All I'm hearing in the background is it's like, like someone barking or something.
Okay, I was just okay. Sorry about that, Mr. Wood. Actually, what are the formalities? Do you mind if I just call you Thomas?
You mean Frank or Woods?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I got a lot of like, in my head. Frank. Yeah, Frank. All right. What happened
I
was
see.
basically someone was just screaming because he felt like that was a good idea. Anyway, back to what we were rescuing. So, all right. After that whole thing and during the trial, what was going on? Like, I understood you were taken under protection, but there is something like the safe house was like attacked, and was there like someone trying to like take a revenge on what was happening on the police?
Yeah. Me and my brother were there at the same. I don't know if we were at the same place or a different one exactly, but yeah, they tried attacking the safe house. Then cops got there before they could make entry due to the fact that with that safe house, there was a code that you can push where metal bars just come down on the windows, the door gets locked, and then where it makes it harder for anyone to get in. So then cops arrived. I don't know if they got caught the people or not. Then they decided that me and him needed to get out of the state, and so then that's when they sent me and Cole, well, me mainly, across, I want to say San Andreas here, so.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right. I got
Excuse me.
just one last question. Now where did I put it? Ah, there it is.
So I asked him if he was having fun with his first case. He actually said yes, he is enjoying it. It's interesting, so glad he's having fun. And he's finding it interesting.
Okay, I just want to ask you, since you were on the scene on a traffic stop, do you think you could like maybe notice if any of these people like have been on a traffic stop, especially, or someone you saw recently? Any of you saw? Seems like familiar to you.
Mm, pris- Gets a photo of prisoners. One of them is Jackson Parks and presents them for Frank. Jackson Parks. That picture looks familiar. That name looks familiar for sure, due to the fact that it was on license, not yeah, driver's license. But I don't know if that matches the picture on the license or not.
Wait, what do you mean on license?
The light on the license, it was like his face is like darkened out, because the flash might have made it that way. Not 100% sure though.
Okay.
That female, I can't really say if she looks familiar or not.
So none of these females like kind of seems like familiar to you. That on the one that was on a traffic stop.
The one on the traffic stop had like red hair. This one has like blonde. The face looks a little familiar, but not the hair.
Okay. Okay. That was just about to ask. Well, I very appreciate it, Frank. Like I said, we try to get in the bottom of this. We're on the right path, but for you, as I would suggest for you to just for some time stay in the Paleto Bay and with your brother. You guys are there on like right now the most safest place you can be.
Little does he know we are not.
But other than that, that's all everything I got for you today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me shut the door. Just remember, if there's gonna be anything going on or something, call in emergency, call 911 or call my number. I'll get there as fast as I can.
Alrighty.
Or if it's something like non-threatening, but it's kind of ridiculous, you can also contact Corporal Luke Smith. I gave you him his number, I believe.
Alrighty.
Other than that, stay safe. Okay.
Alrighty. You as well.
Thank you.
Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little video due to the fact that this is what he's still getting. This investigation is still ongoing. As you can tell, the detective is doing his best to figure this stuff out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Have a great one. Bye!